Hey everybody, thanks for joining us for another edition of Anchors Away. We've got a few things we're going to talk about. Of course, we're going to touch on a Christmas topic, which is out of this world to say the least. Other things we want to talk about, things that are happening in Little Rock. The new mayoral, mayor-elect is going to be taking his office soon, but he's going to get some help. We'll get to that. First, we're going to talk about Porch Pirates. Scott Jr., Frank Scott Jr. and Baker Kurris actually kind of coming together as Frank Scott Jr. gets ready to take over the reins of mayor in Little Rock. And then the gender-neutral Santa. That was that Christmas issue I told you we're going to talk about. So joining us now, Mallory's absent. She's actually at a Christmas party, I think, for her daughter.
Oh, good.
So she's taking care of some Christmas duties right now. Keith is here along with Ashley. Let's get into the, what did we say we're talking about first? Porch Pirates. I got to tell you, we show this video over and over again of these people doing this kind of stuff. And this makes me sick for a number of reasons. One, you're on someone's property where you don't belong. Two, you're taking someone's stuff. Something that they're looking forward to, perhaps even a kid's looking forward to at this time of year, and they're just walking off like, hey, it's mine, I'm going to take it. Get a job, get your own stuff.
Right.
Don't go up there and just
for all we know, that
this.
He's taking someone's soap or their coffee, something that they got on Amazon.
And what
good is that going to do?
Who knows? Yeah, exactly. What's interesting too is that now the U.S. Attorney has stepped up and said we're going to start prosecuting these people because there could be federal crimes that are being committed. Not only the fact that you're stealing stuff, but you're.
Right. I wonder if it'll help though. You would hope.
I think what the point is that we never really got across to these people who are doing this is that this is a crime. We're going to come after you because I think for so long it's just been kind of like, well, it happened. It's so hard to catch these people, but now they're going to make a concerted effort at trying to stop these folks.
Yeah, start prosecuting. Yeah. It's the mail, interfering with the mail. I know it's sometimes FedEx or UPS, but you're still interfering with something that goes across state lines. And that's a federal crime. So start putting these people in jail. Start prosecuting and
up to 5 years, I think, would be.
Or you know what? Put a box
sentence
with dog poop.
I've seen them.
Yeah. In fact, there was a NASA scientist. I think he was involved with the latest Mars landing, I believe. Not sure, but he actually put one of those exploding glitter bombs. And good for him. And bad on you people stealing other people's stuff.
And I should have got the video of that too, but I saw a video where a guy did that. He took dog poop, put it in a box, and he had some kind of explosive something in there.
Oh.
Nothing to harm anybody.
Right, but you see the people actually take the box, they get in their car with it, and then you can see the car go down the street, and then they start, because it went off, and they start throwing the box out of there.
And I think something's happened.
Tough.
We've gotten so much into the e-commerce stuff that in the past. What used to happen is when you had a package too big for your mailbox, you got a little slip, and you went to the post office.
And then you picked it up.
Or if UPS or FedEx came and you weren't home, they wouldn't just leave the package. They would put a slip on your door, a little sticker, saying, when do you want this delivered, or you can come by to this location. We're opting for convenience, but we're never really going to be able to secure every single home with so many people getting stuff. I would say, to be safer, have the stuff delivered at work.
Yeah, that works. That's what I do.
Yeah, I've started doing that too. Just because
like this dirt
you
ball.
never know what day it's going to happen, and they may take everything on your porch. And
well, exactly. Or they may decide, you know what? I'm not going to stop at the porch. No one's home, and I'm going to walk on in there.
Exactly. We're actually getting one of those, doorbell cameras, which everyone is talking about this time of year.
Perfect example. This is a great camera.
Yeah,
that guy should be able to be identified. We just need to get on with it. All these, I'll call them clowns. Are they stupid that they don't see that there's cameras there?
Yeah.
I've got cameras all over my house. Well, outside, not inside.
Right. Well.
And the video is saved. So yeah, something happens at your place.
Can you talk back to them? I have a friend who.
Some of those ring doorbells, I think.
Communicate with the person who's taking your packages, and that should get a good reaction.
Yeah.
If you're at home and you see someone on your doorbell cam, you could probably say, what are you doing?
Be forewarned that the law is coming after you if that's something you're inclined to do, or if you just leave it alone. It's even to the people who are doing this. Do people steal your stuff, and how does that make you feel?
Maybe we should start.
We're gonna steal it back. It's not yours. Leave it alone. All right, moving on. Baker Kurris, Frank Scott Jr., both a campaign that was a clean campaign, and I think we're seeing a product of that as Frank Scott Jr. gets ready to take over the reins of the mayor's office in the city of Little Rock, he reached out to Baker Kurris, who was also running. And he said, hey, you want to help me out? And Baker said, sure, I'd like to, because he wants to serve. I think that's pretty neat.
Yeah. I mean, they both kept their word on their, you know, that promise they made during the campaign of this is going to be a people-focused campaign, which is what Scott Jr. was running on. He wanted it to be people-powered. Well, now you're seeing some of his closest friends on that committee of people who will help transition him into the role. You're seeing people like Joyce Elliott, who is a Democrat. You're seeing people from the business world, the political science world, even someone involved in immigration. So it's, you know, diversity and inclusion, which was two of the points that he ran on. You're seeing a lot of that reflected in the transition team. And those folks are going to actually lead committees of the public, people from the community, to get their feedback on what the focus should be for the next 4 years.
Which is great. And you were kind of steeped in both campaigns because you spent a day with, you know, in the trenches with each of them. And it wasn't a nasty campaign. I mean, they had differences, and they spoke up for one another, but it was never a knockdown type thing.
Oh, no, and they all wanted the best for Little Rock. They really did, and I think everyone accepted, you know, it's whoever the people want. And all the people had a hard choice. I still talk to people, and, you know, they were just so torn on who to vote for because we had a good field of candidates, you know, I mean, really.
Do you think that this, I mean, not that it would ever happen, but would speak to a larger audience? I mean, whether it's even races for Congress or even, you know, for the presidency, that you're running against someone, you run a clean campaign, and at the end, you know, you're obviously the two top picks of both party, then the winner should say, you know what, I'm going to bring my opponent in and help me cross the aisle.
Oh,
and
I wish,
reach out. Because you've had some good ideas, I have some good ideas, let's get together and let's work on that.
Yeah, let's
I'm looking at you because I'm waiting for you to stir something up.
You know, well, I mean, I'm not a Little Rock resident, so I
but
really
no,
can't.
just on any level.
Right, but I don't want to specifically comment on Little Rock.
I certainly couldn't see Donald Trump, you know, go, hey, Hillary, come on and help me out, you know, after everything gets said, because campaigns get so dirty that at the end of the day, it's like, you have burnt so many bridges.
What a good example to set, though.
Yeah.
I think that we are setting an example. We are not being remembered for something bad. We're not, you know, this is a good reflection on our city as a whole. And moving forward. So
no, I think it's
a good thing.
I think it's a wonderful idea. Wonderful idea.
Speaking of ideas, there was a recent survey that was out there. A bunch of people surveyed here in the United States and in Canada about the future of Santa, or what the image of Santa Claus should be. Some folks said maybe we don't want Santa to be identified as a man or a woman, and perhaps Santa should be gender neutral.
Oh my God.
What?
Well, we have Mrs. Claus, you know.
We have Mrs. Claus.
So everyone is sort of represented.
There was money spent
Not everyone,
on this.
But
hopefully it wasn't our tax dollars.
See this here.
Read some of that.
I mean,
you know what?
They also think Santa should get rid of the red suit. He should be wearing skinny jeans, a couple tattoos, maybe update his look a little.
You know, there are plenty of other, you know, role models out there that they can probably identify with. Santa is Santa.
Santa, you know what?
He's Santa Claus.
Nothing's broke.
The same Santa you had, the same Santa I had.
Stop fixing stuff that's not broke. My God. I mean, really. I mean, how this is absolutely stupid. Absolutely stupid. Santa Claus is based, at least loosely, on Saint Nick, who was a guy. Father Christmas in Europe. I mean, just let it alone. What's the big deal? I mean, really.
But and also in the survey it says that that all Santa's reindeer should be.
Oh boy, I'm reading that right now.
Because biologically, the male reindeer shed their antler before Christmas, so.
That's probably a good point. That's a good point.
I guess that's based in.
But
I mean, my goodness, it's
entomology.
I'm beside myself, you know.
Some of the stuff that's coming out is.
It's just ridiculous. I mean, again, it's not broke. Don't try to fix it. It's all for. It's Christmas. Santa Claus is not supposed to. Oh my goodness, Santa Claus is not supposed to be anything but Santa Claus. Good cheer, happiness, give gifts to people. It's based on Christmas, of course. And there was a study done in the UK. I think that like 40% of millennials couldn't identify Christ with Christmas.
The origin of, really?
Yeah, I mean, seriously. And, you know, the three wise men, you know, frankincense, myrrh, and, I'm going to forget.
Myrrh, frankincense, and gold, wasn't it?
Yeah, frankincense, myrrh, and gold. They couldn't identify that. They don't even know the basic story, which, no matter what religious persuasion you are, Christmas is a time of joy. I mean, come on.
And enjoy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a time of joy, and to enjoy with your family and friends. Let's not everything has to be fixed.
Which brings us back to Frank Scott Jr. and Baker Curtis.
Working together.
Working together.
Exactly.
They're not jumping up on people's porches taking anything. They were asking for your vote.
Yeah.
And Santa Claus just wants to come down your chimney and drop the things off.
Exactly. And just because the campaign's over,
it's just that simple.
You know, they're still going to continue to work. I mean, this is going to be a long process to put the transition into place.
Yeah,
they have a long report that will have to come out too. So Baker could have said, "No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm going to take a break. It's the holidays." But
the one thing I think is interesting
he's
too.
going right back to work. That says a lot.
Yeah, and I want to see the process of moving. If it's going to continue moving Little Rock to more of a mayor instead of city manager,
yeah.
I think that was one of his campaign promises.
I think they both were
yeah, I mean,
that way, so.
I don't know. I mean, again, I'm not from Little Rock. I don't have a horse in the race or a dog in the hunt, whatever you want to call it. But bottom line is, how can you have somebody running the city that isn't voted for by the people? And if that's the case, then what's the mayor for anyway? A figurehead? I mean, he doesn't, city council is powerless, the mayor's powerless, if everything's run by the city manager. I don't know.
We're going to find out.
We're going to find out. So it'll be interesting to see a more representative government in the city of Little Rock if they continue down the track of putting more power to the mayor and the city council.
I think the first step are these committees, and they're going to include the city manager and all the city departments who receive public funds. So that's everybody across the board, fire, police.
Mm-hmm. Do you think they'll change the name of the Big Jingle Jubilee back to a Christmas parade? Because it used to be called a Christmas parade.
Let's call it the Christmas parade
because
it's Christmas.
Big Jingle Jubilee.
What are we celebrating in 1 week from today? I mean, really, folks.
We could dig up a
What are we celebrating next Tuesday?
Christmas.
Christmas. Say it. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you guys.
And happy holidays.
Happy holidays. You know, Hanukkah. We've got Kwanzaa coming up. We've got a lot of things to celebrate. We've got family and friends to be thankful for. Want to thank you very much for joining us for this installment of Anchors Away. Certainly hope you do have a very happy and safe holiday. Merry Christmas, everybody. Happy New Year.